This week on the Ross Report, Georgia Tech actually came to me at the International Swimming Hall of Fame in Fort Lauderdale for their winter break training trip. The Yellow Jackets are coming off a very strong invitational, which they hosted in their home pool. They set 6 new school records as the men finished 3rd in the invite behind Florida and Florida State, and the women finished 8th. Georgia Tech took some people by surprise when they had the fastest men's 200 medley relay team out of that first invitational weekend in November. Sophomore Caio Pumputis is the headliner from the team as he ranks 2nd nationally in the 200 breast and 6th in both IMs. And he talked about how much he enjoyed taking the nation by surprise with that medley relay.
No one was expecting that, like Georgia Tech being like top 5 200 relay. So it's pretty good to see like people like commenting about it. They're like, damn, Georgia Tech's keeping up.
The Yellow Jackets now rank 3rd nationally in the medley relay behind Cal and USC, and have 3 guys ranked in the top 8 in Division I in various events. Along with Pumputis, senior Rodrigo Correa is 5th in the 100 back, and sophomore Christian Ferraro is 4th in the 200 fly. The team really fed off the success from the Fall Invitational, and they all enjoyed being the underdog in the meet. The men set 6 school records in the meet unrested, and the women have set every single school record except 2 in the last 2 years. So I asked senior diving captain Matt Casillas and 500 free school record holder Emily Ilgenfritz exactly what is in the water in Atlanta.
I think our dual meet performance has been better than it has in previous years. There's been lots of energy, very fast dual meet performances, and then our invite was pretty stellar, so I think that we're in a great position for championship season.
I think we've really done well this year. We brought in a lot of good talent both this year and last year, so just developing that. We haven't had too many meets this year, so it's been a lot of time training.
Casillas and Ilgenfritz are both captains of the team, and they said what they have improved on between last year and this year to bring to the team.
I think a lot of it has to do with me feeling more comfortable in the pool and also having the team behind me, and my training has improved this past year a lot. I had a really good summer of long course training and I think that helped.
Honestly, it's just kind of been trying to be less perfect and just a little bit more focused on having fun while I'm out there and not putting too much pressure on myself to achieve my goals. Like having those goals in the back of my mind, but knowing it's not all about the results, but how I get there and just having fun along the way.
The Jackets have a chance to qualify about 5 or 6 swimmers to men's NCAAs for March. For comparison, Georgia Tech sent 3 swimmers and a diver to Minnesota last year. Divers don't qualify for NCAAs until zones in March, but Pumputis and senior diving captain Matt Casillas expressed how huge for the program it will be to send a big group to NCAAs.
That'd be awesome. Last year it was 3 swimmers and me, so I mean, this year knowing there's that many there, it'd be so fun to have a big group there. We'd have a lot of fun.
Actually, it's pretty good because you're not by yourself over there and you know that we are going to swim the relay. So it's pretty good knowing that we are going with like 6 or more.
The Yellow Jackets are a very close team among the men, women, and the divers. The men's and women's teams, together with the divers, really feed off each other and help each other out. What makes this team so special?
I think that we've done more team bonding events and just grown closer as people, and that's translated to the pool as well.
I think part of it is we spent 2 years in our dorms, and my freshman year, Nolan, the other diver in my class, and we both had 4 swimmer roommates for 2 years consecutively. And we're all in that same dorm together, so I think really just being together that close, it's developed bonds between swimmers and divers.
I think the team energy is so good. During practice, it's like when you're at the end of the practice, everyone supports each other. And during meets, I think we pass energy to each other, and that helps the team like improve every year.
And it was the team's closeness that Pumputis, Casillas, and junior captain Emily Ilgenfritz think is what led them to such a successful Fall Invitational.
Yeah, Georgia Tech invite's so good, and this year was even like faster than last year. So I think our team is getting faster, and that's how we end up with like a lot of fastest teams.
I think our team is probably the most united it's been compared to previous years. We're all on the same page, very goal-oriented, and getting behind each other and just supporting each other.
There's been a little bit of a difference, I think mostly because last year we felt like, especially in the end of the season, we didn't perform as well as we wanted to. And I think we took that and kind of lit a fire under our butts, and this year made some changes. And really went over our individual goals together as a team and are holding each other accountable to that. Every day in practice, just keeping those in mind, I think has helped us in bigger situations like invite. We had a really good showing.
Even Casillas, who is a senior captain for Georgia Tech, said the divers feed off the swimmers' successes in the pool as well, and vice versa.
Some of my best friends are swimmers, and they're always cheering me on in meets, and vice versa, I'm cheering them on. So I mean, we have each other's back, and it means a lot to have them there. Knowing they're there, it's like I want to do my job to be able to back up what they've done.
Ilgenfritz came to Georgia Tech via Pennsylvania. Casillas came from California, and Pumputis came all the way from Brazil. And interestingly enough, all 3 of them are business majors.
It's pretty popular, yeah. It's pretty much engineering or business. We have a lot of engineers on our team, but also a good amount of business majors.
But what led them all to Atlanta?
I was between a lot of schools, and then I ended up with Georgia Tech because I thought it was the best like academic and swim program for me.
I wanted to change from California. I wanted to kind of see seasons, and it just seemed like a great fit for both academics and diving.
I chose Georgia Tech because I thought it was the best combination of academics and athletics, and I love the city of Atlanta, and there's lots of opportunities job-wise, food-wise, which is very important.
Pumputis said he is still adjusting to life in the United States, being so far away from his family in Sao Paulo. But he said he got a lot of help from the team at Tech last year in adjusting to his new life as a freshman.
They helped me a lot, my teammates. I mean, Georgia Tech has a lot of like international students, so I think it's been better. Even if I have to study a lot, my first semester there, I remember like people trying to teach me English, like some words that I like spoke wrong, and yeah, it's pretty good. Have a team that can help you, that you can count for.
So with such a close-knit team and a successful fall invitational behind them, Georgia Tech has a chance for history in 2019. The men's team is fighting for a top 4 ACC finish, which would be huge for the program, and the women are looking to continue climbing up the ACC rankings in 2019.